I think for men, they process loss differently than women. And we're going to pause with the children, but can you tell us like what strategies, like there's got to be some actual concrete ways that we can reach out. Like you said, the divorce coach was a really great idea, and with the intention of not doing more harm, because you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you double. But it's really to like respect each of our decisions and see how we can have this new created family with you co-parenting our children, right?
Yes. So it's not uncommon that one parent, and I'm going to use more gender neutral terms because it can be a same-sex relationship. Yes. So one parent may have been the primary caregiver to the children, mm-hmm. and another parent not, less so, more of the breadwinner or more instrumental in terms of their support to the family. Mm-hmm. And so the person whose support has been more instrumental, they're going to worry that if I'm not there on a day-to-day basis, will my image be kept alive in the mind of the child? Will I have a relationship? How will I have a relationship? So I have to take on more responsibility for that.
So Gary, what kind of things do you see, or what kind of impact do you feel that it's having on the children after the parents decide to separate?
Right. So what is the outcome? What is the effect on these kids? Think about it. A child goes to school, and the child may be distracted, worried about what's going on at home, worried about where they're going to live, worried about a parent who may appear emotionally distraught. We talk about ADD, attention deficit disorder. Mm-hmm. This is attention divided by divorce. Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of ADD.
Wow.
Yeah. And so not every child who's distracted at school has this neurological condition. These are children that have weighty things on their minds too. Because the truth of the matter is, if it were you and I, we wouldn't be concentrating at work. So other language we use, emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. In the classroom, these kids may, their schoolwork may not be getting done because of withdrawal. They may be disruptive in the classroom. So again, to the teacher, who's managing too many children in any classrooms mm-hmm. these days, all of whom have such a variety of needs and use of English language and whatever else is going on, that child in the classroom can be triggering of the teacher. The child's misbehaving, it's disruptive. So there the teacher also has choices.
Yeah.
And it could be settle down, or we walk up quietly to the child and go, I just think there's something going on for you, sweetheart. What might that be? Are you okay? Mm-hmm. And when we use that emotional intelligence versus power and control and punishment, when we connect, that's when most of us we're able to decompress, we're able to settle down, we're able to soothe, we're able to calm. And that's what we want parents to bring to their kids at a time when it's most challenging to do so. And it's what we want educators to also keep in mind for any of these kids going through heaven knows what in their little lives too.
Yeah. And they have to be aware that they're the main advocate for their child.
Yeah.
And so when I meet with parents at parent-teacher meetings, I say, you parent and me teacher, we're on team student X. It's not you against me.
We have a common goal. Yes. We want the best outcome for this child.
Yes, yes. And sometimes, I know we want quick fixes. We want the A right now, but to really look at child X and say, like, what is his or her need, and how we can accommodate for that, because there are lots of layers, and we see that in the classroom all the time, where kids are a lot of behavior because they might have some learning disabilities, or they might have some huge emotional mental health issues that they're not able to articulate because of stigma or what have you, and then they might be dealing with we're talking predominantly about parents who have separated, but yes. Parents who stay together and there's conflict.
And there could be terrible conflict in the home. Abuse, violence, drug or alcohol use.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on for any particular child in a classroom.
Yeah.
And they will bring that in emotionally. And then they come home after the teachers had to deal with them, and who knows what they're bringing home. I just want parents to know, make an ally of the teacher. And at the end of the day, you want the teacher thinking about your child, not how you are as a parent.
Right.
You want them to hear the message about the child, that you don't want the teacher to have to deal with how you present yourself. So just parents, be mindful of that at a time when you're under duress.
Yeah. Well, I happened to ask one of the kids, because I just had a feeling that it was more than a fashion statement. And I said, why do you want to have that? And he said, this is a kid in high school, he said, because, I just like it. And I was like, oh, what else? How does it make you feel? And as we kept talking, at one point I said, does it make you disappear? And he looked at me and he said, kind of. And I said, and then, he adjusted his hood and then he took it off. And I said, me paying attention to the kids and why are they behaving? And it could be a certain way they're dressing. It's so obvious for me.
It's a tell. It's a tell.
You've got to pay attention to your child.
For the hat, and the
and the way that their postures and all of that, right?
Clothes. Don't look at me. I'm hiding. I'm upset. I don't want to be discovered for what's going on for me.
Yes. With that saying, thank you so much. I absolutely see your commitment to. I want to say global change, because the internet has opened up your platform to serving communities that transcends boundaries. So thank you for coming on this show. It's important that we collaborate and we reach out to expertise and people who are really in it with their heart. And together, I know we can make a difference in the world. So thank you for
my pleasure.
Being here, and thank you for watching the show. Until next time, Palatakun.